Pandas, pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you could join us today. Hey, pandas. I know we're doing things on the fly today. That's for sure. I do appreciate you guys joining. I can't tell you. I mean, it's Friday. It's the end of the week, and to be honest, man, you know you love trading when you actually look forward to the weekday more than the weekend. But hey, also with that full-time job, I look forward to the weekends as well. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's look at the market. Hey, we're jumping right in today. I'm going to be trading the power hour today instead of the opening session. Let's see if we get some good scalps. We must recognize this measure move, potential measure move here. Potential measure move all the way to down here. That could be a possibility today. And where is that around? That's around the 43.13 mark. Looking at the daily, 43.13 is exactly where the 20-day moving average is on the daily. Could be a possibility, maybe not today, but that is a measure move that we will be looking towards. Panda, let's go, baby. Hey, good afternoon, pandas. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining. We're not going to do the regular stuff. Hey, to be honest, maybe moving forward, I might just have to trade the power hour with you guys. My personal, my actual real life work, there's some conflicts, and so I'm not sure how long it's going to last for. But because of that, we're going to have to be adaptable here. Because of that, I may start scheduling during the power hours here. Probably end the stream around 3:30 because I don't really trade after that anyways. It's a little too close to the close for me. Gonna get rid of this. We already marked the measure move way down here. Pandas, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing well. The daily looks very interesting to me. I mean, we're still on this bare leg here. And like I said, we can hit the 20-day moving average. That's no problem. Could easily happen. The main thing that we were in, though, was this trading range for most of the day. And we've been in this trading range since about 10 o'clock, 10:20-ish. All the way to now until we finally are breaking down below it a little bit. But yesterday's low is providing some support. I'm not sure how long, I don't know how well this support will last. Typically, trading ranges, they stick as trading ranges. I would really only go long here if I see a nice major trend reversal. That means we need a trap on the 20 EMA. Some people will say this is break of trend. Break of trend, new low, and then 20 EMA. If there is a trap here, they would consider going long there. I typically like my minor reversal, right? That break of trend, as most people like call it. I like that to be essentially above the 20 EMA. For instance, right here. We had the 20 EMA here. We broke below it finally. And then we tried to retest the highs. We missed it. And we actually got ourselves a wedge here at the top of the trading range. Yeah, so as you guys can see, I'm up 800. Most of it's from a swing, but I did take this L4 setup here. And as you can tell, I basically traded after, during more in the afternoon. I was busy in the morning, and I also skunked this trap. I was in this trap, I skunked it. But the big trade was actually on the 10K chart. I took this lower high, second entry on the 10K chart, and I wrote it down to the bottom of the trading range. So top of the trading range, lower high, beautiful signal bar. Right, that you cannot ask for a better signal bar than that. Coming back down to the bottom of the trading range, and I hit my target there, and I scalped out, or I swung this, but basically it was still a scalp. But got a couple points there, and so I'm up 800 today. And Let's see if we can stay green today, pandas. Red tier. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hey, we're gonna be real light today. I don't think a lot of people are gonna be joining today's stream, but it's all good, pandas. Does not matter. Honestly, I don't know if I even entered trade. I'm happy with my 800. You know, I'm way beyond my regular, you know, profits. Especially when you're trading with 3 contracts, it's pretty good. 800 with 3 contracts. We have a 2-legged pullback here. I'm not interested in this though, pandas. It's not a bad 2-legged pullback. It's a terrible signal bar, but the context is pretty good. Pretty good context here, but just barely enough room to the bottom of this small teeny chop here. Terrible signal bar. It is like a pseudo Pikachu, as you can see. Rantier asks any books that you recommend. Of course, you gotta trade Bar by Bar by Al Brooks. I mean, that if you can get through that and understand, comprehend that, you are years ahead of most of the traders that are on this, that join this stream. If you can comprehend, if you can grasp Bar by Bar by Al Brooks. Also recommend Max Price Action Trading System. That will get you a nice introduction to the 2-legged pullback, which is what we're trading here. Wave Runner asks, what sector do I work in? I am in IT. I'm an engineer. We're trading below, making new lows now, and this red line is yesterday's low. We get enough to scalp out here for those who took this 2-legged pullback. Just didn't have all the things I needed. Very choppy. We are in good context though. We are in a pretty strong downtrend right now. Let me tidy this up. Downtrend, and we hit the key area here, and we made ourselves a nice scalp right there. Just a little too choppy for me. The bars are a little too scrunched up, and I was not interested in that. A little too far away from 20 MA, but the context was not bad. That's pretty good. Switch had a better signal bar. 10K. We're looking at our 10K chart here, and it's a strong bear bar with follow through. Bear bar breakdown, bear bar with follow through right here, the next bar, and now we're forming a doji here. I can create the same measure move here on the 10K chart as on the 2K. So we do have ourselves, I have this, I'm not sure what this line is. Maybe from a long time ago. I'm gonna just use this line here. We do have a measure move way down here. Let's check the 5-minute. The 5-minute is giving us a nice 2-legged pullback with multiple failures to break down here. So the 5-minute is kind of giving us contradictory information. I would not be interested in going long here unless we have a higher low setup. That'll be the only way I'll be interested in going long here. But notice if we do have a higher low setup, because of the way how fast this dropped down, that could create actually ourselves a 2-legged pullback to the 20 MA with a higher low setup. So it's tricky. But if we think this trading range is still valid, guess what, pandas? We're coming back in. Coming back in. But you do need to recognize 1, 2, 3 failures to break down further under yesterday's low. Lower high setup here as well on the 5-minute 2-legged pullback. We are now breaking this trend line, pandas. We're finding a break in the trend line now. We could look for a major trend reversal here, but I don't know. It would have to be like an end of the day reversal, basically. It's hard to say, right? The bears, they want this trading range to actually break down the bulls want to come back into the trading range and come back to test, thinking it's going to be a failed breakout on that trading range. Oof. If you're a bear, this is not what you want to see. If you're a bear thinking this is going to break down, this is not what you want to see. Strong bull bars ending near their high. Unfortunately, we don't have a trap. We don't have a reversal entry because this pivot broke below this pivot by 1 tick. So the count actually reset it, as you can see with the two-legged pullback indicator. It actually reset here. It's not a pair. Read the title of the stream, the title. If you read the title, you can know exactly what we're trading here. Steve T, welcome, welcome, welcome. Very interesting here. Some traders, pandas, will see this as a two-legged pullback. They will say, it dropped 1 below. It's okay. We'll still consider this a two-legged pullback. I personally am not in that camp. If I was aggressive, I would be. But to me, since I broke below even by 1 tick, the count resets. But some traders will say, just 1 tick. You know, could be like some rounding error. I don't know. And it could consider to go as a two-legged pullback here. They could consider this as a two-legged pullback. Saying, ignoring this 1 tick below, thinking maybe it's just a double bottom. Some traders can do that. Some traders would read it like that. I'll be waiting for a lower high now. So break a trend, lower high, and we're looking for a trap on the 20 EMA, and that'll be our trade. Yeah, I think the Steve T is the same one, but this is not the Panda Steve T. Or maybe he stopped his membership. Oh, okay, maybe he logged in, I'm not sure. End of the day trading, pandas. On a Friday, end of the week. I should just make this like a members only type stream here. Just watching the market here, trying to get into a good trade. Waiting for a setup here. Very interesting that this trading range broke with this push down, and it's not very strong push down, but it did break. It did a successful breakdown according to the trading range indicator. The 10K, the trading range is still valid. Ooh, the 10K on the two-legged pullback, even with a terrible signal bar, makes a point. That's how nice the 10K is. The 10K is just solid. Solid, solid, solid. Two-legged pullback to the bottom of the trading range. Makes itself a point here. Nice little scalp. Risk, not even that large. About the typical risk I would take. 5 minute as well. Makes a two-legged pullback and a scalp. Failure, multiple failures, 1, 2, 3 failures on the bottom here, bottom of the trading range. Makes itself a scalp here. But I was not looking at any of those charts. I was looking at the 2K chart, and I'm focused here. Hope you guys have been having a good day so far. Hey, chat. Give me a 1 if you're green today. Give me a 2 if you're red. Give me a 3 if you haven't taken a trade yet today. Throw that in the chat for me. Some traders can trade this as a major trend reversal right here. Some traders will do that because we're in the bottom of the trading range, broke trend. We're looking for a trap here, but this trap won't be recognized by the two-legged pullback indicator because it's not a technical two-legged pullback because we reset the count here. But optically, it sure does look like 2 pushes up. optically. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're green, 2 if you're red, 3 if you even haven't, you didn't even make one trade today because you're just like, today's price action is disgusting, confusing, and I didn't like it. Yeah, I skunked this one. I really felt, but then after I saw this right here, this candle form like that, I was like, get me out. Get me out of this trade. Fortunately, I was able to skunk that out. Unfortunately, no setups here though, pandas. As you can see. No setups yet. Remember, some pandas, or some pandas, some traders are looking at this as a two-legged pullback. And so if it does reverse here, they're going to treat it as a trap here. They could treat this as a trap. Higher low setup as well. Simply as a higher low setup as well. It can just be that. Bottom of trading range. I'm thinking this as first break of trend. That's what I'm thinking. First break of trend. I want to see a new low here before we go long. So notice some pandas might treat this as a trap. John asks, are we gonna get another bear leg down of the larger trend, I mean? So if we look at a 10K chart, we are obviously in this big bear leg consolidation. Typically what happens is that we continue the original trend before the consolidation. But notice pandas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Over 20 bars in this consolidation, meaning that this trading range is strong. And it becomes closer to 50-50 on which way we'll break down. We did break down here right now, but that could be a failed breakdown. It couldn't be. You always have to consider both cases here. Yesterday's low, breaking below it just a little bit, just a tad here. Just a tad broke below yesterday's low. Confusion here. There's no trade for us. We got no two-legged pullbacks yet. Nothing that I think is interesting, at least. Just watching. My opinion, honestly, is that this trading range is not done. I should just poke right to the bottom of the trading range. It's hard for me to say. I mean, this is a pretty strong bear leg here. And we can get just a measure move from this bear leg here. But trading ranges typically are very strong. And I'm not going to assume that this is going to be a successful breakdown. I can't assume that ever. There are hints and clues that make us maybe increase the probability that we'll continue downwards, right? Such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strong bear bars in a row. This is what we call selling pressure. When we see within the consolidation, if we can start seeing some selling pressure, some buying pressure, then like so far in here, to me, it's about even, right? We got one big bull bar, one big bear bar, bull bar, bear bar, bear bar, bull bar, no follow through, bear bar, right? No follow through. And basically, it's kind of hard. To me, it's about 50-50, the bull and bear. Here was the strongest bull move, but when we got to the top, no follow through, reversal. So very difficult, in my opinion, to know which side is stronger. Now, in my opinion, we're stronger on the downside because we actually broke below the trading range. But typically, trading ranges, right? The market loves inertia, right? They're in inertia, so we like to come back into these trading ranges. Higher low setup, pandas. Some traders will take this and swing this trade to the top of the trading range. Some traders will do that. Right? They'll put their stop limit order here to get in. And they will put their stop loss right down here and saying that this risk reward is worth it, right? They can double it up, right? They can come back to the bottom, top of the trading range, 240 SMA, but some traders will consider this risk reward worth it with the probabilities. I will stay out of this trade. Typically, the main reason why is because I want to find a new low. I want to see a new low, break a trend. First break a trend, new low. Then I will consider to go long. Here's a little too soon for me. Notice no gaps. No gaps in the bottom of the candles to the moving average. There are no moving average gaps. So for me, this is not enough evidence that there's enough bulls here to reverse this. I see most of you guys are green. Congrats, congrats. Maybe those who are red, they don't want to admit it, but hey man, it's all good to be red. It's all good. Everyone's learning. In fact, if you can admit that you're red and that you're in a place where you're like, okay, I gotta get better, gotta learn more, maybe even tweak my price action reading, right? Might have to tweak some stuff. Might add some more things to my arsenal in terms of certain setups and how they're good or bad. Honestly, like, if you've been trading for like a year and you're finding yourself struggling, like, welcome to the club. I think that's pretty common. I think if you're like trading for maybe 3 years and you're still struggling to make money, then you might, I know you've invested a lot of time after 3 years, but hopefully by then you can see some progress. But if you're still struggling just to be profitable, then that's tough, right? That's tough. All right, so like I said, we're trying to look for a new low here. New low potentially here. Measure move is pretty far down, but we're within the realm. We have about an hour to get there. Will we get it? Is the question. Maybe a second entry short here would not be too bad, but I don't think we're gonna get it. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it. So some traders, I think, saw this as a second entry short here. When I see something like this, I'm thinking bearish. I'm thinking another leg down, right? I'm thinking new low at this point. Essentially what we're seeing is failed breakout, right? First breaker trend, typically failed breakout, 80% chance that it will fail. 80% chance is showing that it's starting to fail. Right? You have 80% chance actually for, oh, we made a new low. That's what I was waiting for. Let's see if we can get, oh, this is, but that new low is very, ooh, what's going on here? We're getting some interesting action here. Let's see if we can find ourselves a trap, failed second entry short off a 20 EMA here. That's something I would very much like to see, especially with a strong reversal bar like this. All right, we made a new low, pop right back up. Let's see if the 20 EMA blocks us here. Looking at the higher time frames, just looks a little choppy to me. Let's see if we get all the ingredients for our major trend reversal here. Wave Runner says losses are just paying college tuition. Oh yeah, I paid a lot of college tuition then. I'm going to the most expensive school of all time. Pandas. I'm feeling it. I'm getting close to 20K. I'm feeling close. But every time I get close, man, like something happens. Like I'll get like a big loss or something will happen. Let's not be overconfident here. Let's just focus on the actual goal, which is to find the perfect setups. To find the best setups possible. It's not about the amount of money you make. It's about entering the best setups possible. The right context. Very interesting, right? We break down, but we reverse right back up, showing us confusion. Going right back into the small trading range created by trading range indicator. I mean, the 10K chart still solidly within inside, right? Still solid inside the trading range here. We are starting to drip a little bit now. Strong bear bar. Strong bear bar. Thinking another push down. Creating a two-legged pullback. Right? New high. So count resets. A, B, C. We have a successful two-legged pullback. I may be interested in this two-legged pullback here. Let's see how the signal bar looks like. All the ingredients essentially to go long here, in my opinion. New low, two-legged pullback, higher low setup at this point. The best setup though would be a trap, but a lot of price action has to happen. Think about pandas. You gotta do all of this price action in order to get that trap trade, which is the perfect setup, which is a setup that we would love and we'll be drooling over, but salivating over, but it's not happening. Woo! Another push down. There we go. I actually want to see this before going long. I actually want to see this. Let's see if we get any type of major trend reversal here. We do have break of trend. New low. So what we're trying to look for now is a trap here on the 20 EMA. Let's see if we get it. Some traders will take the risk and go long here. Right? They'll just wait for a two-legged pullback after break of trend. And that is a setup that people take. After break of trend, they wait for a two-legged pullback, scalp out, swing, whatever they want to do. But this is a higher probability trade. A higher probability will be a higher low setup here. The highest probability is a trap trade. Hope that makes sense to you, pandas. I know for those who are following for a long time, understand everything I'm saying. But for those who can't track, I'll just show real quick. Basically, what we're looking for, right, is a major trend reversal. And typically, after the first break, what happens is it fails. And so this is exactly what we saw. Break of trend fails, comes down, makes a new low, as in, right, there was some sort of consolidation, right, a pullback, and that pullback creates a new low, right? So we make a pullback, but that fails to reverse. That pullback fails. That pullback should have been a reversal. That's what the counter trend traders are thinking. Fails and comes back down and breaks the previous low before the consolidation. And so we made a new low. Now what traders want is a higher low setup, which looks like this. It's a two-legged pullback with a higher low setup. That's one trade that people are looking for. Another trade people are looking for is this: a trap, fail second entry short, reversal off the 20 EMA. That's the best setup that we want. Right? That's the best setup we want, because what happens is people don't realize trend is over. Right? They look for the two-legged pullback, but instead reverses. But this could go all down the drain. If we keep going down, if we put another push down here, we get a trap here. This could just be a downtrend. Straight up downtrend. The measure move is not too far, about 10 points away. About 10 points away. A little more than 10 points away. Measure move could be hit. It's within the scope. And remember, this measure move is pretty much right on top of that 20 EMA on the daily. This trap currently is failing, right? Imagine if you took this trap saying, okay, we're gonna keep going down. Imagine if you're in that trap trade. This trap fails. I'm going long. Ooh, I'm going long here. Oh! Let's get in. I'm going long here. Right? Imagine if you're going short here, that trap fails. Imagine what you're feeling right now. I'm looking for that major trend reversal, but I might get hit here. That trap fails, and I like that failed trap, but man, this momentum might be too strong. Might have got a little trigger happy there. Maybe a little trigger happy there. Little trigger happy. Saw that failed second entry or failed trap, and I was like, okay, that's good trade. Looking for that breaker trend, looking for that reversal. Maybe a little trigger happy there. I think I'm gonna lose this one. It's all good, pandas. Pretty strong counter trend trade, which could be my mistake here. That looks grim. It looks grim. It doesn't look good, pandas. I saw that failed trap and I was like, alright. Setup is not too bad. Higher low setup, double bottom, failed trap here. Looking for the breaker trend, reversal. It's not the worst trade. It is, in my opinion, still counter trend. Like, I should have waited for my setup for the trap near the 20 MA. That's the trade that I was really looking for, but it's okay, pandas. I'll take this hit. I almost want to like reverse my trade here. If this goes short, if this breaks below, like this is gonna continue to go down pretty hard, I feel like. But because of the stream, I don't want to have two losers in a row, and that's like, that's the stress of the stream, where I would probably actually just reverse this and be okay if I just lose this straight up. Pandas, little too trigger happy right there, pandas. That's a shame. That's a shame. Stop me out. Ah, pandas. The moment I stream. Why? Why does this happen? Why? I'm thinking it's just gonna keep going downwards, but we'll see. But I'll take the hit. It's okay. I didn't mind that setup. The setup was not too bad. The setup was not too bad. In fact, it might actually finally do the move I want now after it stops me out. But pandas, I'm gonna wait for the next setup here. Al Brooks would not have taken that bull trap. You're probably right. He'd probably say always in short and just keep selling until you get stopped out. And look at this. Look at this. The moment it stops me out, it's just starting to reverse now. That's a shame. That's a shame. Stop loss wasn't too bad. About 2 points. I'll take it. Trading range, interesting. Actually extends here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits on the bottom here. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm not sure what's gonna happen here, pandas. Trading range is showing us, trading range indicator is showing us it's getting too choppy. Very choppy now. Ah, pandas. Watch it hit my target now after it traps me out, after it stops me out. The market is vicious. Market is vicious. Man, the market is vicious. Okay, so the trap fails to the top side. I think we have much more room to go downwards, to be honest. Man, but this ledge, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits in a row. If it reverses again here, that's tough. That's tough for the bears. This ledge is showing to be pretty strong right now. We have to break below the ledge. Okay, we broke below it. I think we're okay. If you are short. But trading range indicator showing us we're getting choppy. We are surely getting choppy here. Even our downwards movement is choppy. Should have just sat on my hands. Sat on my paws. SW Blaze says, I often thought about how much money could have been made by buying a contract in January and just sit on it. LOL. That would be crazy. That would be crazy, crazy, crazy. We're dripping down. I mean, measure moves right here. It's in the realm. It's in the realm. I don't like this choppiness. This is showing me that the market thinks this area is very interesting. And when there's like points of interest like this, market likes to come back up into it and chop around it. Markets typically, if it finds a nice point where it likes to hang out and keeps hitting the exact same point, typically we chop around that area because the market thinks it's an interesting area. But this downtrend is undoubtedly here. And we're just waiting. No trend reversal, but look how choppy it is coming downwards. It's not like the cleanest downtrend. You know, if you're a bear, you're just wondering, one of these are gonna reverse. It's gonna reverse. Like, just looking at this, like, one of these are gonna reverse. It just looks so choppy all along the way. Decent signal bar forming here, bottom of the trading range, but I'm not looking to go long right now. I would need that trap on the 20 EMA. I think that would be my only trade setup to go long, right? Break of trend, new low, but look at this downtrend. It's just sloppy, choppy. It just does not look good. Does not look like a strong downtrend in my opinion. Right, if this breaks up, it can come all the way back to the top of the trading range, marked by the trading range indicator. I would not be surprised at all. Come all the way back up here. Just watching. Breaks above. This choppiness is making me think we're going to convert to a trading range soon. I just went a little too early on that. Ah, that was bad. A little trigger happy. I was really eager to jump in, but it's all good, pandas. Hey, green is green. Let's stay green. My loss was minimal. It's just the size of this bar here. It's about 2 points. Not too bad. We're trapping here now, pandas. But looking at the shape of this, it's still weird. It's just weird. Untradeable in my opinion at the moment. It's just weird. This looks like this. What is that? What is that about? What is that about? Another failed trap potentially. That's what got me here, the failed trap. This failed trap might get me as well. I'm not gonna go long, like I said, until I see that my entry that I want to see. Failed second entry short off the 20 MA. That's what I want to see. I've learned my lesson. I was impatient right here. Though it looks choppy, it's relentless. It's pretty relentless. Finding ourselves off of this trend line right here, creating a trap. It's just like very choppy still, pandas. Like I'm not very confident this doesn't go much further down. It's just too much bullish and bearish action here, in my opinion. I just don't think it's gonna go that much further down, but we'll see here. It's just the price action is telling me when it looks like this, it doesn't give me confidence that we're like in a super strong downtrend. Imagine if you're short. How would you feel if you saw this price action, right? Imagine you just took like this trap here and you want to swing and your profit target was this and you're trying to get down to here, right? 2 times your risk. And then you start seeing this like choppiness, right? Bull bar here and just dojis and wicks, long wicks back and forth. You're basically thinking like, am I gonna get this swing? Am I gonna actually hit my target here? Because it's getting there so slowly and there's so much resistance all the way down. Just seems a little sketchy. And I'm not really able to make a trade off this, but I'm just saying, as we're reading this, it just seems sus. It's just sus in terms of the downtrend. But there are swing traders here with this 2x risk reward, and they are hoping that we hit this 2x point. They are hoping that. Kimo says, I'm short and feeling alright. It's grinding down, trapping more bulls as it goes. Alright. To each his own. But man, when I see this super choppiness here, I don't know. It's not necessarily like the most confident inducing thing if I was short. Well, I would like to see something like this. That's what I want to see. I'm like, okay, short. I don't think we're gonna, stop me out anytime soon. We're going down like this. Grindy. I could be wrong. It could be just always in short and people are just, buying, selling limit orders every time it gets close to the top of the bars. That could be it. That could be as well, and that's why there's no perfect setup. Right? There's always a bull and bear case, but I'll say swing traders right now are trying to get down to this 2x target. And we just got a nice bull bar ending near its high. Honestly, any of these can reverse, in my opinion. Can come right back up to the top of the trading range. Wouldn't be surprised. We do have an H4 set up here. Another trap on this H4, potential H4 here. I don't know if I would like this H4 though. Kyle Colbert asks, looks like a wedge. Also, how do you get hotkeys for quick entry? You can look at my channel, and I actually have a NinjaTrader settings video, and you can look at that and set up your hotkeys. I've seen trends like this, reverse, and also basically always just relentlessly go down. I've seen them both happen. Most of the time I see it reverse. Most of the time. It's more rare. It's that more rare case, like maybe that 10% case, that this just grinds down all the way down, just in this fashion. That is the less likely scenario, in my opinion. Typically, price action like this turns into trading range. So, I'm thinking if that's true, then we're gonna come back up into this trading range, which is still valid, right? This trading range is still here, still valid. Our 10K, we lost our 10K. Our 5 minute. Starting to look like it's about to form an ultimate pullback, but looking at the 5 minute though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bear bars in a row. Actually looks more bearish on this higher time frame. More bearish on the 10K chart. 2K chart looks choppy, but on the higher time frames, it's kind of all that chop is resolved within one bar. And so the higher time frame is helpful here because I think it's telling us something more than the 2K chart. It's telling us that we are actually much more bearish than we think, than I think. Bearish here as well in the 5 minute. John says minor reversal and then continuation coming, I think. Brooks will say the same thing. Most likely these strong bear trends will have a small pullback. First pullback is typically very small, and they'll continue. But Pandas, for me, no trades, right? No setups right now. And I took this setup thinking with a failed trap here, break of trend, that could be like a big time reversal, and I was expecting a big time reversal, but then it got reversed and got hit, got stopped out. It's all good. The risk reward there to me was worth it. So now we're starting to go upwards. We broke this trend again, right? A new trend. We broke this trend down. So now the second leg down here after break of trend is starting to break. And the thing that typically happens, we come back into the trading range, typically. I'm gonna take this out, but I'll keep the measure move here to see if we hit it. Typically, we'll come back into the trading range when we have... See, the thing is, the market is fractal. Because the market's fractal, and these smaller time frames, right, in one bar, if you see dojis, most likely it will influence the market as a whole, and that will turn into a doji, right? The higher time frames will turn to a doji, and then therefore, basically trading range. So that's why dojis, if you see a bunch of dojis in a row, overlapping bars, is why we start to think trading range soon more likely about to form than a strong trend. And we're starting to see this break a little bit here, this trend. My only setup would be potentially a higher low setup here or trap trade. Doubt the market's gonna give it to us. This is the setup. Failed second entry short. Could be a higher low, lower high. Doesn't matter. It could be here, it could be here, doesn't matter. But break of trend, new low, and just nasty choppiness for a while. Here, Wizards, I would like you to know that you are a wonderful person. See, that's where I disagree. I am not a wonderful person. I am a wonderful panda. Thank you for the kind words. I do love the kind words. Thank you for that. Just lifts the spirits up. You know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Potential higher low setup here. This is something I said before, but it's like, it's so choppy that I'm confident we can come back into the trading range. Like, you could say, oh, the trend is so strong, I think we're gonna continue. We're so choppy that I think we can come back into the trading range. That's how choppy we are. But do not copy my trades, right? Chemo, if you're in a short and you really feel like it's gonna keep going down, do not let me influence you, please. I'm just giving you this modest panda's thoughts here. We're about to enter the power hour in about 2 minutes. That first entry pokes below 2 ticks immediately, showing me some eagerness from the bears. Terrible signal bar to go into higher low setup. Potential trap trade here though. Just watching, just watching. Three o'clock, we typically see a spike of volatility. So get ready for that, pandas. 3 o'clock just hit. No volatility spike. Looking for this setup here. Let's see if we get it. But man, we are going so choppy. Like, I don't know if this trap will even really have the momentum to keep going up if we trap out. Alright, looks like we're gonna continue to go down. First entry was good enough for the traders, for the institutions. First entry, enough to make a point here on the first entry. We are in a strong downtrend. Downtrend continues. That measure move, traders want to see. We took the measure move here to here. And this is the measure move for those who went short on this bar, on that trap. Strong push down. Couldn't break above the 20 MA. Again, the pandas, no entries for us. Unfortunately, no entries. No entries. Another break of trend, but no gap, no MA gap. The higher time frames giving us a clear picture. We're still in a strong downtrend. The 5 minute, ooh, 5 minute gives us an L4 setup. Nice trap right there. Huh, I didn't even realize that. That trap on the 5 minute. Coming down to that measure move marked by 2x this risk. It's not really a measure move, but it's more of a swing trade for those who swung this. Not interested at all going long here. No setups. We could take this trap here. A little too far from the 20 EMA for my taste. But the trap is good. Hasn't made a point yet, but it looks good. If we took the outside bar reversal, we're on the zeros. We're talking about the zeros here for the perfect scalp. Just watching. No setups. Those who went short here, wanting this measure move, this 2x risk reward, missed it by 1 tick so far. Very interesting. Reversing. Doesn't scalp yet. Downtrend still very, very strong. Right, 2 break of trends. Break of trend here, break of trend here. Missed the measure, missed the 2x risk reward by 1 tick. By the way, I'm gonna end the stream around 3:30, so yeah, today's a little different. So I might actually start trading the power hour with you guys, and yeah, that might have to be the new thing here. Just until my schedule clears up here. trap triggers again. I mean, very high chance we're gonna hit this measure move or the swing trade target. If you have a hard time breaking above the 20 EMA, that's telling you something. One tick to fill these swing traders. All right, some were filled right there. Bounced off of it. Bouncing off that measure move. But this downtrend is so strong, I don't think it's going to end here, to be honest. Very strong. All right. Everyone is filled who took this swing trade. Everyone is filled now. That one tick below there is proof that everyone is filled on this measure move. 2x risk. So anyone who went short off this setup here with this big bear bar, right, basically reversing the trade that I took. And able to 2x their risk reward. Very nice. Very nice. This chop here was very tricky to me though. I've seen this chop before, something like this, and it's reversed many times. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the daily chart, we got the 20 EMA approaching, which I marked basically right here, which was the measure move of the big downtrend. So from here to here, the measure move from here all the way down, it's this horizontal line. We could easily hit it. Like I said, we're in the realm way up here. I was like, this is in the scope. Even though it's far away, it's still in the scope. Okay, something interesting is happening now. Enough to make a scalp now. The 5-minute showing us an L4 setup. Interested in this setup here. I'll come with a small retracement. I'm taking this L4 on the 5-minute. Some might say this is super counter trend, but I think it's a good setup here. Shooting for 2 points on this one. Haven't got filled yet. Having a hard time getting filled. Okay, filled. I'm gonna swing 2 points on my the main move here. Two points on the main move and then keep my runner. This could hurt, but it's okay, pandas. I like my L4 setups. Good signal bar on the 5-minute. Exhaustive move, exhaustive push down here, exhaust bar, no follow through. Pandas! Pandas, 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 pandas. Why, oh why? Why, oh why? Do I enter these dumb trades? Why, oh why do I do this, pandas? I like the L4, but 20 EMA maybe blocking me on the 2K chart. Thought it was gonna be a green day today, but it ain't. Oh, why didn't I just sit on my paws? Why am I going so many counter trend trades right now? It is what it is, pandas. You guys are saying too early. I should have paid attention. I just like my L4 setups. I love them. I love my L4s. What can I say? I love them. But hey, this one's gonna kick me in the butt. I mean, we are going strong downtrend. Don't trade counter trend, pandas. That's the key. That's the moral of the story today. Yeah, this is definitely going to stop me out. We are clearly under the 20 MA. Clearly cannot break above it. And yeah, I'm a dumb panda. I'm telling you, when I go on stream, I think my IQ drops like 200 points. I'm just like negative IQ. Or am I, pandas? Or am I? Oh, I need to skunk this. I should have skunked it. I'm gonna try to skunk this. I don't feel good. Alright, I'm out. Pandas. Pandas. Why didn't you guys stop me from entering into that trade? You guys are mean. Why didn't you stop me? But I might be kicking myself, because it could give me that point. It could be a reversal point here. But yeah, that was very risky, to be honest, and so I got out. I got out. I didn't like the look of that candle. The only trade possibly here is maybe take this trap, but even this trap, I'm feeling a little sketched out. Oh man, this reversal, I want to take it so bad. I truly want to take it so bad. I want to take this trap so bad here. I really do. I really want to take this trap. I cannot tell you how bad I want to take this trap. But I just skunked my H4 setup, and this would basically be re-entering to that trade. And I cannot do it. I cannot pull myself to do it. Pandas, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. I'm letting this go. I love this. Wow, I really like this setup. I cannot tell you how much I like this setup right now. I really like this setup, but I just... See, this is why I live train. Like, if I wasn't live train, I bet you I would go into this setup. But I don't want to look like a fool 2 times in a row. I don't want to look like a fool. Oh man, this setup looks... This is the setup that I should have waited for. And if it hurts, like if you lose this setup, I think in my opinion it's like, that was worth it. This setup was worth it. Right, taking this trap, strong reversal bar on that down leg. If you're gonna take a trade, this one might be the one worth taking because of all the stars aligning for you. But hey pandas, it's all good. It's all good. Fail second entry short. Off 2 break of trends. It's so tempting. Still tempting me. Still, I want to enter this trade. I'll sit on my pause. It makes a scalp. Obviously, it makes a scalp here. Obviously, after I skunk. Obviously. It's all good, pandas. I like that setup a lot. I liked it. I really did. And I thought it was worth it. But because I cannot tell you, when I'm going like live stream, I cannot just act naturally. Like I'm thinking so much like, man, if I enter this trade, how dumb will I look? That I was able to skunk out my the trade right before this, and I'm gonna just enter right back into the same trade. Oh man, pandas, let's go, baby. Hey man, I do this for you guys, man. I am my trading suffers for you guys, and I'm out. Let's go, baby. Ari G says, "Let me take it for you. Let's go, baby." That's why I love. That's why I love my H4 setups. What I say, I wanted 2 points, and I got the 2 points. But pandas, hey, I didn't like that bar right after it, and you know, it's all good. It's all good, pandas. You know, what can I say? What can I say? You missed a trade, it's all good. I just want to stay green. Let's stay green today. But wow, pandas. That's the trade I wanted. I wanted that trade. This is like probably this is the setup. How long have I been waiting for this setup? I said the only setup I'll take is a long, right? It's a fail second entry short going long. That's the only setup I would really consider. It happens, but just happens to happen right after I skunk my H4 on the 5-minute. Market is vicious. Market is vicious. But hey, pandas, I'd rather skunk my trade. The only thing I'm like regretting is the fact that if I wasn't live, I would have definitely just taken this trade. Get hit. I don't have to worry about other people thinking, man, that was a dumb thing to do. I will just say, okay, I see the setup, I'll take it. I've been waiting for this setup for so long, and it finally happens. Man, oh man, pandas, hey, let's go, baby. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. But this reversal pattern here, very interesting that we missed the measure move, the really big measure move. But we did bounce off this measure move off of this swing trade, if you guys remember. We had a measure move here on that swing trade, and we're bouncing off of that. People are taking profits here, reversing. Oh, it's all good. I'm not gonna complain. I did what I did, and I will not regret it. Just saying. Pandas, I do this for you. I do this for you guys. It's kind of nice though. Let's just end green today. I like the idea of ending green. Most likely sit on my hands to the rest of the day. It's all good, pandas. I'm not mad. No, why would I be mad? Why would I be upset? Huh? Why? There's no reason to be upset. No reason. Why would I be mad? We got ourselves an L4 setup here, pandas. On a strong downtrend. Finding ourselves at a certain point where we got stopped out 1, 2, now 3 times. Mitch Loughton says, I think I'm ready to buy the license. Let's go, baby. Richard Belma says, 2 or 3 days ago, you had like 17K. That's impressive. I'll just say right now, Richard, I've been around this 17K area for about a month. I've been up and down, yo-yoing. Finally, I'm starting to come out of the 17K mark. Finally, it's taken me a very long time, but I'm finally getting out of it. Let's hope I can stay out of it. And I just, this last, to get to 20K for some reason has been very difficult. Thanks for the kind words, though. Man, but that H4 setup on the 5-minute in the middle of nowhere, I should have just waited for this one, been a little more patient. This is the setup I was waiting for, and I just saw that H4 and I was like, ah. I wonder if this L4, okay, L4, we lost to L4. We're just reversing now. Most likely now, this might be enough to push us down. We have a triple top here, pandas. Triple top here, as you can see. 1, 2, 3 hits right there. This might be a place we look for a lower high setup. It is what it is, pandas. I don't blame anyone. I don't blame anything. It was my decision 100%. And at the end, I'm the fool. I am the fool. Atchraf says, can you explain the H4L4? You can check out the frequently asked questions. Answers there. Lower high setup potentially here. What we're looking for. Alright, pandas. I know you guys need to roll out. It's all good. I'm gonna end the stream soon anyway, so most likely not enter another trade. Just ruminating about my mistakes. How can I get better? How can I see that? How can I anticipate the bad setups in the future? That bounce off the triple top here, very, very strong. For those running this reversal pattern, notice how far back down we come back, thinking that this reversal pattern is probably more likely turning to a trading range rather than actually reversing the market. right? Because of the follow through, no follow through, coming back down into the trading range, more likely entering into some sort of trading range. That's why I was looking for a lower high setup, but a little too low now for me. I'd like to, if the lower high setup is like right here, I can have enough room to the bottom of the trading range. Just watching the market. Not much going on right now. Well, Pandas, thanks for joining the stream. And hey, just noticed that don't be so trigger happy. Wait for your setups. Today's lesson, hey, that was a dumb mistake. This was another dumb mistake, missing this trade. But hey, the lesson today is just wait for your setup that you said way back here that you wanted to enter, and finally happens. You don't enter that one. You enter some weird one, and that's the power of the stream, Pandas. Let's go, baby. Man, I seriously lose like brain cells and IQ right when the stream starts. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That pressure. Alright, Pandas. Hey, I'm gonna end the stream here. Have a great weekend. Have a banger weekend, everybody. I hope you guys are gonna do well. Unfortunately, work is actually getting crazy, crazy busy. So I cannot make any promises that I will be able to stream next week consistently. I will. Yeah, I would have to see. But hey, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell to know when I do stream. But yeah, my higher ups are yeah, they are depending on me for some stuff that unfortunately, you know, it's very, very, very constrained to a certain time, and it just happens to be right snap dab right in the middle of the trading day. And so fortunately, I will not be able to consistently stream, but you know, just look out for the posts. I'll keep you guys updated. Yeah, even for the power hour, I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man. So I might not even be able to do it for the power hour. So that's unfortunate. But Pandas, hey, trade safe while I'm gone. I'll let you guys know when I have my schedule a little more certain. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys back soon. Hopefully I can get it on stream hitting 20K. I would love that. But who knows? Maybe I'll be back down to 15K when I come back. Anything can happen. But Pandas, trade safe, please. As always, happy trading. God bless. Have a really amazing, amazing weekend. I will see you guys hopefully soon. And yeah. God bless. God bless.